Okay, how's everyone doing today? Um, looks like the Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl versus the Eagles. Okay, but this video isn't about the Super Bowl. Well, it is going to be a little bit towards the end. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl, but today's topic is why the NFL needs Tom Brady and why NFL is going to be in some trouble if they don't replace him soon. Okay. Um, I the NFL needs Tom Brady first and foremost. I mean, if he, I mean, he says Tom Brady says he wants to play till he's 45. They would keep Tom Brady until he's 50 if they could. They would throw $500 million for 2 years. They will give Tom Brady a 2-year contract for $500 million, biggest payout to a quarterback ever, and they would do it too. Because the NFL needs Tom Brady, and they will pay as much money as they have to keep him here for as long as he can stand up and throw a football. Okay? But I think he's going to retire soon. He's 40 years old already, about to win maybe 6 Super Bowls. About to get to that topic in a second, a little later, towards the end. But, man, okay. Um, so why does the NFL need Tom Brady? Well, three reasons. Reason number one, ratings. Okay. Um, and why does the NFL need Tom Brady for the ratings? Comes down to the other two reasons. Now, second reason is the idea of the God complex, right? When people watch Tom Brady, they're not watching a human being. They're watching like some sort of God or like Jesus type figure who's gonna make a miraculous comeback at the end and win the game. Okay, people love that sort of stuff. People love like watching sports and seeing that special moment. Like, wow, he did it again. It must be Jesus. How could he in the Super Bowl 51? How could he come back 20-3 and all that stuff, right? Even though that game was most likely for the most part, 80% fixed, but that's a different video. I don't know if I'll make that video, but I mean, if you watch the game, you could clearly see. But, anyways, back to the topic at hand. So the idea of this God complex is what brings a lot of people to watch the Patriots, because to a lot of people, Tom Brady is like some kind of mythical hero. Is going to make the game-winning drive at the end against all odds and blah blah blah, and all that other crap. But and the third reason is the underdog. People like the idea of the underdog beating the top team. Okay, right now the Patriots are the top team. If Tom Brady left and the Patriots didn't win as much, then who's going to be everybody is an underdog, because no team is a dynasty except the Patriots right now. So, I mean, maybe the Steelers, but they're not really a dynasty. People don't view them as such. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the underdog, there needs to be a dynasty team for an underdog to beat. And right now, um I mean, there's the Patriots, but after, who's the top team going to be? So these are some problems that are going to destroy ratings. Once Tom Brady leaves, the ratings are going to go down by a lot. I mean, maybe not that much, but they're going to go down. Um, I mean, if you think about it, who are some of the great quarterbacks playing right now? You have Tom Brady, you have Aaron Rodgers, and you have Roethlisberger, right? So once Brady leaves, I guess um, Aaron Rodgers could be the hero for a little bit, but he's not that young, so he's not gonna do. Um, you got Ben Roethlisberger, who again not that young, but could still be the hero for a couple of years. But if none of those guys were there, like the NFL would be boring, because there can't be any underdogs. Every team's gonna be an underdog because all the teams will be even. When all the teams are even and there's no dynasty team, there's no underdog. And people won't watch as much because people, people don't. When people watch a lot, what makes a lot of people watch football is not because there's a lot of fans of the sport per se. They like I said, the idea of the underdog. They like watching Tom Brady, the Jesus, whatever you want to call him. So I mean, so who's gonna replace him? I mean, it's a big problem, you know. And if you think about it, all this makes sense, man. Like, just imagine if Tom Brady wasn't playing in the NFL right now. It's like who would be the top team to beat? Like it's just well, a lot of people watch football because they want their underdog team to win. They want to see some magical mythical figure make the game winning drive like a Tom Brady. That's why a lot of people watch it. But so who's gonna replace Tom Brady? All right. Tom Brady needs to be replaced very soon. He's 40 years old. There needs to be a new dynasty soon. After the Cowboys dynasty in the 90s, you had the Packers dynasty. Then you had the Broncos win two in a row. Then you had the Patriots dynasty, which is still going on because no freaking team is that good. So every decade there's a dynasty in the NFL. Okay, every decade there needs to be a dynasty for 2020. It's not going to be the Patriots, so it needs to be some other team. And if they don't have a dynasty team, then the ratings will go down. Just imagine, like, even after all this that I said, just imagine the NFL with no dynasty team. It wouldn't be as fun. A lot of people watch football that don't even know anything about football, but just like to watch because of the storylines. Well, Tom Brady will win another one, blah blah blah, and all this crap. So, yeah, man, watch. So Tom Brady needs to be replaced very soon. Which brings me to my next point. Super Bowl 52. Oh, no, 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 no. Super Bowl 52. Okay. Now, if the NFL decides, right? I maybe giving too much credit to the NFL in total, but don't be surprised if Nick Foles, quarterback of the Eagles, right, not only wins the Super Bowl but becomes MVP, and this Eagles team, will be the new dynasty team. The NFL knows it needs a dynasty team. The Eagles are going to play in the Super Bowl, and I think the NFL is going to test out whether, I mean, not test out, but they're going to watch them and see whether they could be a dynasty team, and try to get some games fixed for them. You know what I mean? That brings me to my next point of games being fixed. Okay, the first game that I saw was fixed was clearly Super Bowl 50. I mean, Cam Newton, what the hell? I don't know who got the Cam Newton. I don't know if it was NFL or someone else. Maybe somebody got some dirt on him. I don't know. But you don't fumble a ball. Watch it. Like, you fumble the ball's on the ground. You're standing in front of the ball. You're just looking at it. A member of the other team tries to pick it up, and you just back away and let them pick it up. I mean, you can't tell me Cam Newton didn't throw that game. I mean, we're not in Kansas anymore, people. We're not in Kansas anymore. Cam Newton getting sacked, like, okay, that sack in the beginning, like, a 300-pound dude, and Cam Newton can't see the dude running at him, and he just not comes and knocks the ball out of his hand. You gotta be kidding me, man. We're not in Kansas anymore, okay? It was fixed. Super Bowl 51, also fixed. I'll explain this to you right now. 21-3, okay? The Falcons know they have to lose. But not everybody is in on the fix. Only a few key players, because everybody can't be on the fix, obviously. Or else, obviously, a lot of crap will blow up in their face. But Matt Ryan was definitely in on the fix. Maybe the coaching, because the plays didn't make no sense at all. 21-3. Tom Brady drops back, throws an interception. 28-3. Okay, the Falcons were pissed because It wasn't supposed to get that bad. That was an accident. That guy who took that back for the interception, he took it back for a touchdown. He wasn't in on it, okay? So that's why the game looks so fixed, because that interception was not have supposed to happen. That's why it looked like WWE. It couldn't have happened any other way, okay? And I mean, come on. You can't tell me Super Bowl 51 wasn't fixed, man. Matt Ryan, again, the quarterback throwing a game. In order to throw a game, you just need a quarterback. That's it. As long as you have the quarterback, any game can be fixed, and that's the truth. That's the truth, you know. And I guess the coach was in on it too. Oh my God. Okay. Oh man. I forgot what down it was. I forgot which quarter. Third or fourth quarter. The Falcons were in field goal range. Instead of running the ball, they dropped back to pass, and Matt Ryan gets freaking sacked. Oh my goodness, man. And another play, man. Matt Ryan drops back, pretends not to see a freaking defensive lineman running at him, cocks the ball back and lets the guy knock the ball out of his hand. Everyone remembers that play, man. Like, every single time I see Matt Ryan, like, he could see defenders coming at him, and he knows when the pocket is collapsing. So how could he not have noticed that dude 1 foot away from him, and he noticed and cocked the ball back? It's like, dude, he's 2 feet away from you. Why are you cocking back the ball? You know why he did that? Because he wanted him to knock the ball out of his hand. Was that was supposed to happen? You know? I mean, and that penalty, the holding penalty, you can see one of the Patriots doing a face mask against another wide receiver. And in the replay, you can see it, but the referees didn't see it. You know why? Because the referee's job at that point was to make sure the Falcons were out of field goal range. That's why they called the holding call, and that's why they missed that face mask. Because if it was 31, it would have been too far for the Patriots to come back. I mean, all this is logical, man. Like, oh my God. And a lot of people watching this will be like, oh no, how can you say that the game was fixed? How can you say that? Because it was. People want to believe that it wasn't, but like, just, like, people just can't admit it. That game and Super Bowl 50 was a fixed game. People can't believe it. People don't want to believe it, but it's true. I mean, oh man, like I said, we're not in Kansas anymore, folks. Guys, you need to wake up. The referees, look at this Jaguars game, right? Jaguars game against the freaking Patriots, right? Third quarter started, I knew the Patriots were gonna win. Okay. That pass interference call, there were 2 pass interference calls that put like Tom Brady at like the freaking 5-yard line. You know what I mean? That long 40-yard pass interference, or another one for like 30, 40 yards pass interference. It's like, people want to say Tom Brady did so good. What do you want that far about that pass interference call? That pass interference call took from like the 50 to like the 10-yard line. If you're telling me that they didn't get that call, they would have still scored that touchdown. You can't tell me that, man. And the Patriots, and I think this is a fact, but the Patriots only got 1 penalty against them, and clearly I could see defensive holding, like holding a wide receiver, but somehow the referees always miss it, but they always catch the Jaguars. What a coincidence, right? Come on, guys. You need to start waking up, man. Like, oh, jeez. Enough. All right, enough about that. All right, so, and if the NFL will go far enough, and if they dare to do this, which is highly unlikely, Nick Foles will replace Tom Brady, or AKA dethrone the king. Because the king is going to get dethroned eventually. We just don't know who it's going to be yet. It could be Nick Foles again in the Super Bowl. And what better way to dethrone the king than beat him in the Super Bowl, right? So, I mean, if you think about it, Tom Brady was an underdog too, It's almost the same storyline, right? What's his name? Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Tom Brady, to replace him, went to the NFL, won the Super Bowl. Oh, what a terrific story. Again, Eagles. Carson Wentz went out. Nick Foles, oh, he's doing pretty good. Made it to the Super Bowl. Almost the exact same storyline. I mean, not the exact same storyline, but very similar. So, yeah, I mean, hey, if the Eagles win, you might be looking at a new dynasty here. Maybe or maybe not. And I'm not saying that the NFL fixes dynasties. That would be ridiculous. But if they see that a team is very good, like the Patriots, they'll have referees and other things to help them win. They'll have another other players from the other team throw the games. You know what I mean? Like Super Bowl. I forgot which number it was, but Patriots versus the Panthers. When the kicker kicked the ball out of bounds and the Patriots got the ball at the 40-yard line. What a coincidence. At the most crucial point in the game where the Patriots need a field goal, the kicker accidentally kicks it out of bounds. Have you ever seen a kicker kick a kickoff out of bounds? And people still want to argue that games aren't fixed, man. I mean, Jesus. Start waking up, man. Like, seriously. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, so that's why I don't bet on sports, man. I mean, oh yeah, I was talking about the dynasty stuff. Right. So if the NFL sees that a team is good enough to be a dynasty team, they'll help them win. They'll do things to help them win. The referees will help them win, like they help out Tom Brady every freaking game. You know what I mean? Because like these are the heroes, folks. You know what I mean? Like Aaron Rodgers when the Packers went 15-1. Well, what the Packers get like two holding calls the entire season? And you can clearly see that you can, you can tell me that no a team goes through an entire season for only two offensive holding calls. The referees only call holding calls when they want to. If you watch the game closely, you can see on every single freaking play of a game, there's a holding. Somebody holding somebody, right? But the referee only calls it when they want to call it. Whatever helps whichever team they want to win. So that's just the way it is, folks. People forget that the NFL is a business, man. Like, the NFL is a business. They're an entertainment business. Okay? Stop looking at the NFL as like this super competitive thing where some of these games are fixed and it's just a big business, man. Like, they care about ratings, they care about making money. That's why they have so many freaking 10 hours of commercials every freaking game. You know what I mean? So I can't take the NFL seriously anymore. Like, I can't. But anyway, I'm just ranting off here. But yeah, so that's why I don't bet on sports, man. I mean, if the Eagles are good enough, they could be the new dynasty for a little bit, or for a lot. Who knows? If the Eagles are that good, they could be the new dynasty. The new dynasty. I don't like I said. Nick Foles almost has the exact same storyline as Tom Brady. So I mean, this is why I don't bet on sports. I mean, I don't think the Eagles will be a new dynasty, but there's a small percent chance that Nick Foles and the Eagles are gonna do it. So I mean, it's like maybe 5% chance, but still, even with that chance, I don't bet on sports. Nick Foles may dethrone the king. I don't know, but don't bet on sports, guys. Like, come on, you're gonna lose all your money. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll be yeah, so that's it for now. I talked about a couple of things, and please subscribe, like the video, and wait for my next one. Alright? Peace.